Katsu Kaisyu. Katsu Kaisyu was a retainer of the Tokugawa Shogunate and a statesman who was active from the late Edo period into the Meiji era. He is particularly renowned for his immense contributions to the foundation of the modern Japanese Navy and, most importantly, for achieving the bloodless surrender of Edo Castle during the Boshin War. Life and accomplishments: early learning and Western knowledge. Born in 1823 into a poor Hatamoto low-ranking shogunal retainer family in Edo, his childhood name was Rintaro. From a young age, he passionately studied swordsmanship and rangaku Dutch Western learning, delving deeply into Western knowledge. The anecdote that he manually copied an entire voluminous Dutch-Japanese dictionary demonstrates his exceptional intellectual curiosity. Shogunal service and naval foundation. Following the arrival of the black ships, he submitted a proposal to the shogunate on coastal defense, which drew attention for its foresight. Voyage on the Kanrin Maru in 1860, he served as the captain of the Japanese warship Kanrin Maru, crossing the Pacific as part of the Japanese delegation to the U.S. This experience greatly broadened his international perspective. Establishment of the Kobe Naval Training Center. After his return, he was appointed a shogunal commissioner of the Navy and founded the Kobe Naval Training Center in Kobe, an institution for training naval officers. Here, he mentored many young patriots, including Sakamoto Ryoma, laying the groundwork for Japan's modern navy. Mentorship of Sakamoto Ryoma. Katsu took on Sakamoto Ryoma, a ronin who had left his domain, as a disciple. Though Ryoma initially intended to assassinate Katsu, he was so impressed by Katsu's grand vision that he became devoted to him. Katsu recognized Ryoma's talent, stressed the importance of naval development, and significantly influenced Ryoma's subsequent activities. Ryoma referred to Katsu in letters as the foremost man in Japan. Bloodless surrender of Edo Castle. When the Boshin War broke out and the new government army was poised to launch a general assault on Edo, Katsu, as the representative of the old shogunate, met directly with Saigo Takamori, the commander-in-chief of the new government forces. Significance of the negotiation. To prevent Edo from being engulfed in war, Katsu argued for unconditional submission. Saigo too wished to spare Edo from destruction. Peaceful resolution. Thanks to the mutual trust and a shared, greater view of Japan's future, the negotiations succeeded. He successfully protected the lives of countless people and the historic city of Edo from being destroyed by conflict. This achievement is regarded as Katsu Kaishu's greatest feat. After the Meiji Restoration, Katsu held several important posts in the Meiji government, but later dedicated himself to assisting the Tokugawa family and former shogunal retainers. In his later years, he focused on recording the history of the old shogunate, leaving behind numerous historical documents. His independent spirit and foresight continue to earn widespread respect today. The Boshin War Wuchen Zhanzheng. The Boshin War was a civil war in Japan fought between 1868 and 1869, primarily between the new government forces, led by the Satsuma and Choshu domains, and the forces of the old Tokugawa shogunate. The war was decisive in overthrowing the shogunate and establishing the Meiji new government. Background to the war: Taisei Hokan and the Imperial Restoration. In 1867, the 15th Tokugawa shogun, Tokugawa Yoshinobu, returned political authority to the imperial court Taisei Hokan. However, this was quickly followed by the Imperial Restoration Edict, Osei Fuko no Daigorei, which explicitly aimed to abolish the shogunate and exclude its power. Shogunate resistance. The old shogunate forces were dissatisfied with the new government's radical policies, leading to heightened tensions, including the burning of the Satsuma domain's residence in Edo. Main course of the war: Battle of Toba Fushimi, start of war. In January 1868, fighting erupted at Toba and Fushimi on the outskirts of Kyoto. The new government army, displaying the emperor's brocade banner to legitimize themselves as the imperial army, defeated the shogunal forces with superior morale and modern weaponry. This defeat branded Tokugawa Yoshinobu as an enemy of the court and destroyed the shogunate's authority. Bloodless surrender of Edo Castle. The new government army advanced on Edo, preparing for an all-out assault. However, Katsu Kaisyu, representing the former shogunate, negotiated with Saigo Takamori, the commander-in-chief of the new government forces, leading to the peaceful handover of Edo Castle. This agreement saved countless lives and the historic city from destruction. Northern campaigns. Some shogunal forces retreated to the Tohoku region, forming the Oetsu Retsupan Dome, alliance of northern domains to continue resisting the new government. Although domains like Aizu and Shonai fought fiercely, the new government forces ultimately prevailed. Battle of Hakodate, end of war. Shogunal navy remnants, led by Enomoto Takeaki, sailed to Izo, present-day Hokkaido, and established the Republic of Izo, resisting until the very end. After a fierce battle at the Goryokaku fortress, they surrendered, marking the end of the Boshin War. Significance of the war. The conclusion of the Boshin War brought a definitive end to the Tokugawa shogunate, which had lasted for over 260 years. It solidified the Meiji Restoration, paving the way for Japan's transition to a centralized state under the emperor, and marking the beginning of the nation's rapid modernization.